Hello, everyone. I'm Harry, and this is Miran, and we indeed do run marathons together. In fact, we've formed a group at our office, and we all train and participate in the races together. I gotta admit, while I'm a pretty self-motivated person, my running took to new leaps when I had people that were encouraging me and motivating me along. And that's the same concept, this social motivation or social pressure that we're bringing to online lending. And it's already been done successfully with microfinance in developing countries. And we're borrowing from those principles to apply them to, in particular, initially, deep subprime lending. And what I mean by that is we're able to work with people and effectively engage with them that have FICOs typically between 500 and 650. Some of them don't even have FICOs, they're thin file. And we're able to do that more effectively than the big banks out there and all of the other really innovative lenders like the P2P space and the marketplace guys that are ignoring or denying these borrowers. And that's because there's some really big problems, some challenges in subprime lending. There's a very high default rate and there's very high acquisition costs. We're tackling both of those problems, and in doing so, can bring down the cost of credit and the rates to our borrowers significantly. And that's why we're really excited to be here today to introduce you to the first time and unveil our new innovation called group signing. Group signing, for the purpose of this demo, Miran and I have a friend named Bobby. And Bobby is a great guy. He's very dependable. This is his dashboard. He's essentially a prime individual that's stuck in a subprime credit score. And because of that, Bobby doesn't have many lending options. He could go maybe to a payday lending store or to a pawn shop. And we've been able to approve him for a $2,500 installment loan at a rate a lot lower than those guys. But this is where the real magic comes in, because Bobby can use group signing to take his qualifying rate and substantially cut it by up to half. And Bobby begins the process here. He's going to go ahead and reach out to his network and send them requests for support. He's going to go ahead and request support from myself today and from 4 other folks that we have in the background. And while that's taking place, I wanted to mention that group sign is not a prerequisite to getting a loan with LoanNow. It's a way that we can get more candidates approved for loans, and it's a way that we can significantly drive down their cost of credit, but it's not required. Okay, now let's flip to my email. You can see that Bobby has messaged me. Interesting. He's reaching out for support. I'm going to go ahead and click in. I see his message. And as I go through, I can see that he's not asking me directly for money, but he's asking for support in the way of a pledge. It looks like I can pledge anywhere from $25 up to $500. The more I pledge, the more he saves. I don't want to limp in for the minimum, but I'm comfortable with the 100, so I'm going to go ahead to the next step. Go ahead, sign the disclaimer. Oh, wow, this is getting serious. They're asking me for a credit card. But if I read it carefully, it says that I'm not on the hook for that $100 unless Bobby defaults. Now, this is a lot different than traditional co-signing, where I would be on the hook for the entire $2,500 loan, plus my credit would be at stake. With group sign, I have the ability to comfortably come in for 100, not have to worry about my credit, and really help out a good friend save some money. I'm going to let Bobby know that I just hooked him up. Now let's go back to Bobby's dashboard, where his other friends have now chimed in with their own pledges. And we can see that down here with the invites sent and signs received section. We have pledges that range between $50 and $200. It looks like a total of around 500 in pledging that's taken place already. And that has saved Bobby a significant amount of money over the course of his loan. That $620 will be distributed in a way of monthly loan credits to his monthly payments, or roughly $50 a month, as you can see on this board, his payments dashboard. I just want to mention that the process of transforming those pledges into credits is driven by a pretty complex model, a function that considers both the total number of vouchers and the total amount that they're signing for. It's a process that is proprietary and is patent pending. We're able to accomplish this because Bobby's friends have essentially given us some monetary collateral that in the case he has trouble, they've reduced the risk of that loan. And in addition, they are acting as allies to us that if he runs into a jam, they're incented to motivate and encourage him along the way. Just like my marathon training partners when Miran and I are running, help us get to the finish line. In fact, for a lot of our clients, going through this process of paying an installment loan is a bit like a marathon, one where every payment is like a new mile marker. And when you have people that are motivating and encouraging you along the way, it's a lot easier to get through those difficult times when you're thinking about quitting and get to the finish line. Now, LoanNow is an established lender. We've already successfully lent millions of dollars, and we're excited to take our business to the next level with group signing and other features that we're introducing behind it that better align our incentives with our borrowers. There are a lot of people out there like Bobby who, probably millions of them, prime people stuck in subprime credit scores. We're reaching out to the banks and lenders here today because we have an API that we want to team up with you and partner to help those folks get through the finish line. Thank you for your time. We'll see you at the booth.